Hey everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. And when we last left off, we were doing, I guess, the two-part day one court case, or was it day two? I can't remember. But anyways, now we are going on to the day two investigation, where we're going to continue looking around. I'm guessing probably the evidence room, and then also we'll probably go back to the garage. And yeah, we'll look around there and see if we can find any more evidence. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Wright & Co. law offices. Mr. Wright? What's going on with the case anyways? I'm a little confused. Let's see. What is going on? The victim was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. He died in both places. What's this? And the evidence room part. The prosecutor's law office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. I love her cute little face like that. Well, look. That's what we're going to find out. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove what this thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Heck yeah. Okay, so we're in the parking lot. I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? It was only a victim who was killed in there. Evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum wasn't empty. The oil drum kicked over by the prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister erased evidence at the crime scene. Never. That's not all. It's just, we're both professionals. What we do, and I trust her. Big words from a high school student. Well, whatever. There was blood on the floor or not. The water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing. Liminal testing fluid? Okay. Blood is sticky stuff, you know. Can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done these tests? That's a good question. Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do that? No. I'm a minor and I can't even drink yet. We're testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you my glasses. You had an extra pair of those things? Of course, but in case one of them breaks. Okay, so we spray. Press enter to spray. Oh! Found some. Of course. I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So this is a blood stain. You're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you odd? The amount of blood, I think that's true. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? Exactly. I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. If they fought there, there'd be like a pool of blood, yes? Hey, Mr. Wright, I'm going to mark up the floor plan when you find a blood stain. Okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? This stuff's pretty handy. I saved my allowance to buy that? Aww. Okay, so we got the testing fluid. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light. It feels like we really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this spray on something suspicious. Ha! Oh, not Angel. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Star, you only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you two. Ooh, that looks good. Oh, this day-old deli box is on the house. Oh, it's day-old. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead. Wait, it doesn't really get my mouth watering. Okay. Let's talk to her. Today's trial. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, but no, it's okay. It was my fault. I witnessed everything from the security room right over there. But I was afraid that I wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Oh. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw the chief prosecutor stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear to my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Okay, Detective Starr. So you were a detective? Yes. It was a long time ago, well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? The cough-up queen. They confessed. They blabbed like babies, you know. It may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the cough-up queen. And here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from their lunches. And you were let go. Fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became investigator. They hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. Wait, she doesn't mean. So, she talked about SL9. So, if we present Goodman's note that has SL9 on it. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for a transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Yes, that'd be very helpful if you could. Maybe if we could talk to her. No. Maybe if we present the knife to her, maybe? Or Goodman's ID. More about him. I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? We found this ID card here in the parking lot. There's no mistaking that's definitely Goodman, but it's the same idea as the man who was killed at the police department station. Okay? That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. What else we got? Parking lot floor plan, crime scene photo, the victim's shoe. Maybe the crime scene photo? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed toward the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't a problem, Miss Starr. Your lying was a problem. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time. Okay, let's see if there's anything else she's going to talk about now. Yes, now she'll talk about the SL9. Were nothing to them disposable. To the prosecutors? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I've ever handled. Goodman! Cowboy guy. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The crime was caught and executed. The crime got what was coming to... Oh, the criminal got what was coming to him. It didn't get any cleaner than that. Only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred. But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of sort. Made up evidence. They executed someone with fabricated evidence? That sounds like Edgeworth. Best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Marshall. Okay, tell me about Marshall. As a professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9. There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we were after now. No one's up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. How many does she have? I don't know. Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie, it seems like you're serious about investigating this case. You should take this. That looks nice. Nice meal. A Salisbury steak lunch. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Received by Miss Starr. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your, Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. But now, he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to the rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. Okay. I think that's all we can talk to her about, because that's all the talking points. If we go to the police department entrance... Even busier here today than yesterday. The detectives are running around faster. They're blurring. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got from the front desk. A real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Wait. I see a handprint. Blue Badger is still writhing around today. But the handprint. Look at it. Someone smudged his paint. I can take out his batteries. Just kidding. Take out his batteries. Wow. Okay, I don't see anything else here that really looks interesting. So let's move. Criminal affair. Ooh, wait. Guard station? We haven't been here before. Oh no! Oh no, it's the cowboy. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. Looks like a saloon. According to the pamphlet, this guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room. Sure seems that way. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is if this guard station, where's the guard? Let's examine. Computer. Recording? I bet we could use a computer to check on who went and out of there, okay? He's trying to capture us! Look at that lasso! That's a trap. Look on the floor, a lasso. A trap? Maybe someone's trying to catch a wild bull in here. Okay, we gotta make sure we don't get caught in that trap. Okay, hat. A cactuar a lot like my sister? How so? Encased in cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. It's more of a attitude thing than a physical similarity. Okay. Okay, swing door. Okay. His uniform, yep. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What is that called again? Poncho! Okay. Okay, I guess the door. Let's just walk in. Well, I guess we've checked everything here. Okay. Maybe if we go inside to the criminal affairs department, maybe they'll talk to us and let us in. Everyone looks deadly serious. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the prosecutor's lot. Makes my head hurt. First things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. But don't mess it up. Okay. I don't see it. Well, maybe we could talk to this guy. This guy looks important. He's glued to his computer screen. I told the old lady at the restaurant everything. What? Okay. Detention center? Oh, hey, we can talk to... Oh, she's in... How do you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer to that? Let's come back later. Okay, we'll come back later. This place is charged with frantic energy. Please! Wasn't that... It's Gumshoe! One steak lunch, please. No, Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. You mean this one? We have to give this to Marshall, okay? I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Oh, Gumshoe, you have helped us out so much. I would give this to you, but we need it. We caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. You mean, heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right? On the same day that detective was killed, yes, another detective was killed in the police department. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Just arrested them, in fact? Okay. So who was it? It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everyone's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need a steak lunch pronto. Oh. Darn, I can't learn from him. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figured he's down to have a good cry. He? Don't let it be Larry. He ran off to the evidence room. Okay, well, this investigation is off to a running start. Let's go to the detention center. Ooh. Let's see the guard station. No, Marshall's not there. Criminal Affairs Department? No. Detention center? Here we are. Still, I do feel better about these things a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Oh, when? What was that? Sir? That's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrator against, sir. This guy? This is the guy that they think did it? Hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Yes, officer. Meekins! Meekins, that's his name, yeah. So you're the guard, we are at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrol man, like a little lost lamb, sir. I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir. How should I say this? You, Officer Meekins? You didn't do... Perpetrator, Officer Meekins reporting, sir. Oh, gosh. What? Now this is unexpected. Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir. Oh, gosh. I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. Why did they let you keep that? I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. Yes, it looks like it'd be Marshall. That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Sir. Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room? A suspicious person? Oh, ow. So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red, I blacked out, and when it came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Might I ask what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. Just like the sky, yes? Yet another similarity between the case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Let's talk about the victim first. I don't need to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Please don't look at me with those red, sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as a perpetrator or a victim, sir, then label me a victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or as total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on total stranger side. So you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creatures' comforts. That's sad. That's sad! I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him. Okay, bandage hand. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But, sir, but there's nothing I could do. Nothing you could do. Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And next thing I knew, I was unconscious. Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Because Detective Goodman had disappeared. Then, when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? I'm starting to get annoyed at the sir. That's some story. Like, maybe if he sees a picture of Goodman, maybe he can tell us for sure if it was him. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey, that's it, sir. That's it. My head was blank until the very moment. But, sir, now I remember. You mean you remembered what happened? Correct. That card was the cause of it all. This card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. Okay. So, maybe he can talk to us about something now? Crime details, there. Can you tell me what happened? What you remembered? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrol man. A lost little lamb, you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Okay, yeah. That looks by the books. That's what I was trying to tell you, yes. Okay, so you asked him for his card. That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. Sir, I assure you I was at the flustered as you were right now. So I whopped and leapt at him. What? Do unto others before they do unto you. My father's words. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I woke, I was here. Okay, reason for arrest. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that you arrested? Yes. Let's look what we know. Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and he looked at his card. We have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's true. He could have just had the detective's card. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. But you still ended up here. They told me that it had to be him, sir, on that day, on that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. But you don't remember the events, clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me on the tape. You waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, real sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. Is there anything else that we can do with Meekins here? There's some people that with the attorney's badge something happens. Officer Meekins, have a look. Go ahead, sir. Laugh. Laugh at me, sir. I know what you want to say. You're going to tell me how she is one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one without a girl with a matching badge. Just nowhere. I'm alone. All alone. Aww. About high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir. Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. I'm sorry for that, Meekins. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you any discomfort. Okay. Let's go. Ooh, another scene. Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the chief detective's desk. It's Gant. He still looks so great. Look at him. And you've seen this is all... You know what it means? If there is anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. Under our seat cushion, behind this computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The chief detective looks a little flustered. Aha, Righto, my boy. How have you been? Swim much? Oh, ho, ho, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Because he has a salutable... I don't know. Edgeworth. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy. Oh, you know. They're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. You mean the incident in the Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Von Karma, yes. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in the court you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence, yes. In any case, the prosecutor's office is a bit in turmoil, you might say. Why, they'd do just about anything to restore their reputation. Anything, you say. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Okay, the evidence room. It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too? I mean, they're being the prosecutors, I assumed. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it's saying. Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this particular, well, it's a little sensitive. And I can't talk about it. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Let's see if we can find some kind of discreetly to ask him. I'm sure there's something we had to present to him. Okay, I don't think there's anything really in here that would be good, so let's examine. Hello? Sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want to do with you? Want you to do? Oh, now this is different talking points. Well, you see, over there, that's Detective Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check in if anything might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. Of course not. Well, except for this. This? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but only looks half complete. Date on it is February 21st. Okay. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Okay, so we got that. Okay. Ah, permission to enter. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come, Righto asking me for help. I was wondering if I could investigate the evidence room. Those eyes. Jeez. Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate at all. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Just goes to show you that you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just run along and do your best. Now, later, folks. He seems too, nice. He looks pretty cool on this Mamma lapel, doesn't it? Just think of real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. Oh gosh, she's been around Meekins too long. Okay, so go to the entrance, and then we can go to the guard station. Let's try using the spray around here. Oh! Okay, there's some blood there on the cactus. Alright, let's look at it. Examine. Wow, we got a reaction. There's clearly blood around the spines here. The room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something and planted their head right in these spines. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. I don't think so. Okay, well, we got that. We know there's blood there. And now we should be able to go inside, right? Examine. Let's just walk in. It won't open. The card reader is turned off. Howdy, partner. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, he's here. Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my Bambina skies go gray? Officer Marshall. What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here is my saloon. Yeehaw, that card you got there on your chest, that's better than the sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw. Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little dog. The crime scene's awaiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. while we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with the hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Tangle with. Guard station? I was wondering if we could talk to you. Sorry, Bambina. Wait. We have an idea. Yes. I have something that you want. A certain Salisbury steak meal. That smell reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this for my baby? Yeah, Miss Star. What's this? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch? I see. I don't see. Wonder what it means. Alright, Bambina. You win. Ask me. Schmack. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Okay. Guard station. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of the security for the evidence room, right? Got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? I reckon I was galloping down the highway at the back of my steed. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here, anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job keeping an eye on the place. The security camera system, you mean? Yes. I don't take to machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli you... They stake in some of your steaks? Yep. Okay, Marshall. So Miss Starr told us something. She said you were a detective until 2 years ago. Always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it? Heard name many times, but no one tells us what exactly happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyways, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. That's right, the evidence transferals. Okay. Security system. Made the 2 machines in here. Only 2 of them. Like I said, Bambina, me and the machines, well, I like them as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steak. Easiest ones to understand are those security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased after a few hours. I reckon they might be. There's a security guard, and you reckon? One more thing. When you got into the evidence room, you need an ID card, thus the card reader by the door. Card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. Oh, that's good to know. So this is the ID card recording. I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on the record just now. I've seen that number before. Transferal. Sorry, but could you explain what the whole transferal thing's about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept under the detective's supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there is a mistake. So what happens in 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. A transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years ago, after a case is solved, it's closed, forever dead. Never to be reopened again. never to be reinvestigated. Okay, let's present the ID card. See this? This is the victim's ID card. The one that was on the ground for the parking lot. Yes, the number on it was 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us the ID card record again. Hey! Looky there. Look, the fourth number, a perfect match. It was used at 5:14 right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them, the cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. Oh, wait. What did Officer Meekin say? Sarah entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. Yes. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. So it wasn't Mr. Goodman, I would say. Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I'll give you the ID card report. Maybe I should show this to a list to other people with IDs here. Okay. Okay. I guess we can go into the evidence room now. It's quiet. Oh, this is a different evidence room than we've been to before. I guess we went to the one that was in the police department. Really kind of gives me a feeling kind of like a graveyard. Graveyard's supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Yes, it feels like more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Gumshoe. Eek! Whoa! Is this what he meant by the lights going out? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts in the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Oh, yeah. Go ahead, investigate. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief will loan anyone $50? Even me? It is true, Gumshoe. Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today. Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're a boss for a day. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence room floor plan. Okay. Cool. Tell us what you know. So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for a day? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're a boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. So in other words, you got kicked out again. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. They have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, I'm a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Okay, Edgeworth. Always believe in Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now. They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. Guess that's what you call fate. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, evidence lockers. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed, so only one detective can open it. That's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why I'm on my third card since entering the force already? Oh, gosh. Gumshoe. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Oh, fingerprints. Yes. Exactly. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. Wait. There's a couple that are open. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny. They look like normal lockers. These lockers are the latest model. There's tricks to the handles, see? The handles. On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap! If that happens, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. Okay, so we figure out about the fingerprints. Let's look around. So we got car door. Okay. Got a metal detector, the fishing rod and stuff from our other case. Sorry, like a fishing pole, that is. That's my personal pole. Yep. The metal detector. Yep. That's the metal detector. The one we use at Gord Lake. Oh, I need this. Yes, that. The sweeper. Bug sweeper. Okay, let's slide over. Ooh. A handprint. What's this, blood? It's a little warm, but there's definitely a handprint here. What if there are other bloodstains left in this room? Yes, we should use it. So yeah, let's go to here. And we'll spray. Okay, we got that first one. We'll examine it, I guess. I knew it. This is someone's right hand. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker is mine! Oh gosh, they were trying to get into Gumshoe's locker. Please, you have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. Oh, Gumshoe. They would never. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'm counting on you guys, believe me. You can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Oh, can't trust the police. Nope, nope. Okay, anything else? Oh, that big pile over there. Must have been from the massive pool of blood. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman? It was actually an alien. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of that. Hey! If you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. I think that's all. I don't see anything else. Ooh, wait, red paint. Oh, never mind. It's not red paint. Okay, let's examine the open locker. Red indicator lights above the door is lit. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprints. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. That's true. Okay, glove. Wait! SL9. Someone left glove here, only one. There you go, pal. Making me out some kind of absent-minded detective. The evidence, the case, you know, means SL9. Okay. Then this. Someone must have broken something big. Here you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. SL9, yep. Take a closer look. What the shape of these were before it was broken. Oh, you want to try to put them back together? Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Let's try putting the rest back in place. Oh, gosh. Okay. Very, very jagged piece right there. Combined. It's not that one. Maybe? No, that's not it. Not that one either. No. There we go. This piece. There we go. Then we need this piece. Okay, this is going to take a little bit of trial and error because I can't really see. Okay, so it's not any of those. Not there. No. Not that one. Not that one. No. Okay, so it's gotta be this piece. But what way? There we go. Cool. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit easier. That one. There we go. Oh. That looks perfect. Maybe it's this one. Okay, there we go. Now, there we go. Okay. So it needs to be this piece here. And then this piece. We need to turn it. Oh, we're missing a piece still. There's like a big chunk missing. Huh. Yeah. Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too. In 2 minutes myself. Problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. It doesn't look like some kind of stable jar. I kind of underestimate how it got broken. Unstable jar. Anything you want to talk about, Edward? Not Edward, sorry. Gumshoe. Oh, paint. We can look at the paint. What's paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. What? True art? I noticed there was yellow and paint. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the blue badger? Well, you might say this is my studio. Here in the evidence room? We didn't spray this side of the courtroom, so or not courtroom. The evidence room. So let's go ahead and spray it and see if we can find any more blood. Oh, there's another handprint. Anything on Gumshoe stuff? Okay. Another bloody handprint. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What's this? It's called liminal testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that stuff? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow 50 bucks from the chief. Where do you get this? I always buy it mail order. Well, we got that. I don't think there's anything else here. We've already sprayed down everything else. And let's present this ID card. That's the victim, Detective Goodman's ID card. These days, everything, okay, only lost because you lose your card. I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? My face should be an ID enough. What's the world coming to? Wow, that was nothing. Okay, let's show him the note about SL9. Okay, and that switchblade. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone because of the SL9 connection. That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from the case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there's some loose ends left on that case. Okay. Do you have any extra talking point after that? Good. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder. A serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? Yes, correct. I put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. It was supposed to be all clean up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. What do you mean? Detective Goodman was a detective in charge of the SL9 case. So, that switchblade knife, the victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Hey! Can you look at this, Gumshoe? Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card report of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard rumors, so it was Goodman. Whoa! What is it? That second number! It's not your ID number, is it, Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? Okay. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Look, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to go to? It's just that Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna give him a report for the day. Aw, might help you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. I'm off, pal. Later. Okay. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say. Okay. Now we can go to the High Prosecutor's office and talk to Edgeworth. Okay, underground parking lot. In the office. Oh, the bellboy. Ah, guess. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave so long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Oh, he looks hurt. Right. Has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry. I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe is looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening up here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. Gumshoe, good guy. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Edgeworth. I think the whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Can I present that to him? No. Okay, I already gave it to him. Let's show this to him. I feel like he'll have something to say about this. All right, I better check this now. What is this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? A screwdriver? He wanted evidence for the case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? The chief never wanted to explain himself. Any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. What kind of case was it? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Really? Unrelated evidence screwdriver. Let's... I don't know what else would be good to present to him. I mean... Let's just talk to him, okay? I'm sure he has stuff to talk about. Inquiry committee. So how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this case of concealing evidence. Communication error. Okay. So apparently there are some people who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You're lucky this time again. Heard them say that so many times ever since that case 2 years ago. Tomorrow's trial. I'm still a presiding prosecuting attorney, however, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing but to be ashamed of, but still. Wow, I've never seen him like this. Okay, so we showed the ID card. Let's present the note in the switchblade. I know you. You've probably been holding to some information already, right? All has to do with the case of the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd tell you about it sooner or later. Okay. Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. So is that a talking point now? Yes. Allegations of forgery. The SL9 incident was heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gaunt. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too. He was a top officer and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth. What I want to know is why was Deputy Police in the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let them go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, Chief Prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister, what? If you were still studying forensic science... Yes, yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Oh, luminol testing fluid. Well then, you might have use for this. Oh, fingerprints. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation, so do as you will. I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take the powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks! Let's get one last investigation. Oh, I do remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. I do too. Let's go back to the police department and go to the evidence room. Okay. So there's one there, and then there's one on the other locker. Let's use a secret weapon. Yes. Choose a finger. Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose a finger that will leave behind the clearest print. Probably that one there, the index finger. Choose a finger. Index. Okay. Now it's time to check for prints. Okay, first we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. How do you do that? With enter. Oh, okay, I see. Looks like it did a trick. Aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. How did I do that? With E. Okay, so we need enter and E. Wow, looks fun. There! You did it! You found one. Looks nothing like a fingerprint. Oh. We're out of luck. Person was left... Wore gloves! The plastic gloves! Don't tell me we're wasting our time here. But it seems a shame. Look at the locker door more closely. Oh, another one! Seems there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint. Right there. Okay. So. We got one! Oh, wait. There. That should be enough, right? Maybe we need a completely full one. There! Print so clear it's dazzling. Anyways, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. Not knowing who the owner is, right? Guess she's right. So we don't know who this is. So look at the fingerprint data we got from Edgeworth. How am I supposed to know who it is? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are different places. That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. That looks like gumshoes. That does look like gumshoes. Yep, that's gumshoes. Look at it. Wow! Match found. Ah, so these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. You gave me the so what look. Yeah, that is his locker, so yeah. Gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. There's one other handprint, yes. There is one more over here. The handprint here, yes. check for prints. But I have to warn you about something first. The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it with the chemicals. Yes. Right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? No, it is not. We must find prints. We must find them. Ooh! Oh! The fingers that aren't there. Okay. I see now. That should be enough area. And blow. Ooh! That's getting pretty nice. Okay, let's continue to get around the edges there. And blow again. Perfect. Okay, that's Marshall. That is definitely Marshall. Look at that. Yep, comparison complete. So we found Marshall's handprints, the one with the bloody handprints. Those fingerprints. Who are they? Whose? It's Officer Marshall. Gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved. Emma, this is directly... This is different from Detective Gumshoes, yes. The luminal reaction, the blood, the fingerprints are in the same place. Maybe he cut himself shaving, and then he, like, ran in here to find something in his, like, detective locker. I don't know. But why would Marshall? It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. This is what they call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Come on, come on. Yeah, okay. So we got to do the luminal fluid testing. We also got to do fingerprints and stuff, which I'll be honest with you, okay, whenever I was younger, I got like a CSI crime scene investigation kit that had stuff like that. That had the fingerprint stuff, that had, maybe not the blood stuff, but like you had the fingerprint stuff, and you could find your fingerprints like that because of the oil and stuff. It was very cool. But yeah. So that was actually kind of fun, even though it was quite a bit longer episode. But yeah, so next time since we got we got some more evidence and stuff like that for the next day, we're going to be doing the day 3 trial former. And since it says former, there's going to be a ladder too. So the next 2 episodes are going to be just a trial day, looks like. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. So, bye-bye.